Then we start talking about the third stage, which comes out of dissecting the gaps in every counter technique.
Yeah.
And that's like the most important
Yeah.
fundamental idea of the art is the idea of not blocking, of just moving into the open areas, right?
Yeah.
And understanding them. So every counter sequence that we're doing has X amount of beats to it, which means there's that same amount of counters applicable to it. And you have to be able to counter at every single phase of each one, because those positions, the juxtapositions happen all the time in different combinations. And just by ingraining it off of each one, whenever you hit that, it automatically, the muscle memory will take it to your counter. You don't have to think. You don't have to remember counters anymore, because now you're just remembering how to go into space, the blank spaces, right? So the first one, for example, against Estrella, is before he gets in to hit this open area here.
Okay.
If your stick is moving forward, it can't go backward to block. So I'm either going to delay and move in, right? Or I'm going to drop because you can't go lower, or I'm going to swirl and come in and hit. Okay, so it's like a feint and a redirect. Okay. Second is, once you make contact, what are my choices here? One is pull the arm down, right, and hit, and then 2 is to press an abanico into the gap, right. 3 is to check and circle down. It's like there's like 100 examples, but those are 3 examples. Next stage is when you're hitting here, right? What are my options? First option is stop it. Keep your hand here for a second. Is to stop here and come up into this gap. So instead of being horizontal, I turn to diagonal. Not the beast. Okay. So here, and you counter, stop and come in. The next one is stop and hit. Next one is stop and hit the elbow, or this way, right? Another one again is coming out here, right? Okay. Another is just block and counter, right? Of course, that's the worst method, because you're actually stopping and moving again, but it's still there as a whatever. Okay. So the next phase to this is you hit me, and then you're pulling back. So here's my gap. Pull. 1. Number 2 is come inside. We have, what's that? Cruzada style. Another one is like decadena, recta, right? 2 of them, decadena, right? Another one is, right, pluma. When you're coming down, pluma. So that's the least effective. That's like the last one, because then you're actually interacting the sticks again, which gives you the opportunity to grab the check to disarm. Without letting the sticks touch, you don't have that opportunity. So when you watch Illustrissimo with his sword and he's just going, there's never like hardly any clanging. Hardly at all.